Thank you for joining me in my veggie patch. Today I'll be talking about growing lettuce from seed to harvest. Let's get started. Today I'll be focusing on two types of lettuce in my video: standard red lettuce and green lettuce, keeping it simple. My personal preference for starting off seeds, due to what can be a low germination rate, is to start them off in a flat tray or a container and then prick them out. To do this, you'll need to fill your chosen container with seed compost. You'll then want to either form drills and lightly fill with seeds, or lightly sprinkle your seeds directly over the compost, and then sprinkle a thin layer of compost on top. Once the seeds are in the compost and lightly covered, you'll want to give them a healthy watering. Germination will normally take place within 2 to 3 weeks in warm conditions. You will ideally need to keep the soil watered and damp throughout this period of time. A perfect place to start off the germination and seedlings would either be a windowsill, pot and shed, greenhouse, or even an airing cupboard, until the plants begin to show, at which point they will need to be in as much sunlight as possible. Once seedlings are 2 cm tall or 1 inch, you'll want to prick them out and pot them up individually. Firstly, I'm sorry these seedlings look past their best. The sun got to them the day I wanted to record this segment. These plants are also a little bit too tall to be pricking out, so lessons learnt all round. It doesn't matter though, as this part of the video is just to show me pricking them out and sorting them from the trays. This is simply a case of sorting through the healthy plants and taking them from the single tray and replanting them in the compostable pots. I find using the compostable pots means I can stir the plants as little as possible when it comes to finally putting them outside, and reduces transplantation shock. After not too long, your lettuce should look like this, at which point you'll want to plant them out. I normally plant mine out in late winter to early spring. Ideally in a compost-enriched soil. You'll want to dig a hole that is as deep as the root ball, or in my case, a compostable pot. Then simply place the lettuce into the hole and replace the soil around it, making sure to firmly press the soil back in place. Once this is done, you'll want to water the freshly planted lettuce. After a month, you should have an abundance of lettuce, as you can see from my veggie patch. These 2 lines of plants have been more than enough for 2 adults. We often have lettuce at least once a day. When harvesting, you'll want to alternate between the plants, making sure to allow ample time for the plants to recover. If you've got enough, this shouldn't be an issue. To harvest, all you need to do is pick the bottom out of the leaves. At this time, you'll also want to prune off any old leaves and put these in the compost. You simply pick the leaves by pinching them off, as you can see. This will not only promote healthy growth, but this also encourage new leaves. Thank you for watching my video.